Hi and welcome, Kat from Sacred Soul Rising. So, 6th of April is the full moon, and this full moon is incredibly dynamic. For the last sort of 4 to 6 weeks, you will have probably been going through lots of purging, lots of questioning, feeling it at every level of all the bodies. And I really want to stress, as I always say, the twin flame journey is an awakening journey. While ever you are fixated on another person, you will keep on looping on this journey. This journey is an inward journey of self. So if you're going to write anything in the comments, make sure that it's, really about you in this body. Your other person that you believe is a person is actually an illusion. It's the illusion of Maya. This journey is about one soul having two incarnations here on the planet. Now, as you shift and grow, as you evolve, the journey starts to unfold in front of you. But you will go through trials and tribulations. There is lots of purging that goes on through this journey. And that's what I want to talk about today, why these purges happen. These purges happen so you can then shift into what you are becoming, what the Mayans and the Laika, they talked about this. They talked about that new world, that new way of being, and that's where we are heading to. And you, as a twin flame, you're on the fast track. And so that's why it feels incredibly hard, because what may take somebody else 2 or 3 lifetimes, you're doing in normally a space of years. So it is very hard on the body. It's very hard on the mind. You feel like everything is breaking apart and nothing makes sense. And the reason for a lot of this that is taking place is because you are detaching to a degree from the old dense world, and you are shifting into the new world and the higher state of being, the higher consciousness. Now, in order to do that, and this is, we've been going through lots of purging this last 4 to 6 weeks, where we've been releasing old dense and old thought patterns. And when we release these, it's really hard on the body and mind. So you may feel it as bloating, you may feel it even as diarrhea or constipation, depending on how your body purges. You may feel very fluey and coldy, all in the nose, all in the throat. It may be sitting on your chest as your body, your old dense body is releasing and purging out. And that's how it purges. Sometimes it can really show in the skin. I work with so many twins all over the world, and they'll come to me and they'll say, Kat, you don't understand. Suddenly my body broke out in all this rash and all these spots out of nowhere, and then suddenly just disappeared. Or I ended up incredibly ill as I was purging out and releasing. We can feel exhausted, and then 1 minute, massive amount of energy. As the new light frequency and light coding comes through, it can give us this massive bout of energy, and then we can feel exhausted again. And this journey is a little bit like how the lotus, the lotus opens and closes. And if we think about, our chakra system, which is what gets activated a lot on this journey with that Kundalini energy, it is like that, especially, the throat chakra, that lotus and the crown, that lotus as it is opening. And there are times when it needs to, I always call it coming home to yourself. coming home to you, sitting, resting, being. And we can feel at this point that we are feeling lonely. And you may have been really activated with these ascension symptoms and starting to feel, what is the point over these last 4 to 6 weeks? What is the point? I just want to get off. I want to go back to how my old life was. I want to go back to what made me happy before, but you cannot search that out anymore. It doesn't exist. And that is why it is happening now. It's happening now because April is a very transformative month, but it will be energetic wise. So you're not going to see a lot of it in the physical. It's going to still feel quite confusing. It's still going to push you to the limits and make you question things at a really deep level. But what is going on energetically it is massive. So what you're being asked to do through April is really trust and really start to anchor in this new energy. And while we're anchoring in this new energy, it can feel disruptive. It can make us feel like we're lost and we feel lonely and we don't know the way forward. What divine is asking for you right now, and we can see it in the planets, even if you look at astrology, and some of the most incredible astrologists out there, they're all saying the same. We've got massive energetic shifts going on. So you've got that planetary wise, and remember, you are an empath. You feel, and you were empathic before because this journey's been from birth. But now you are highly, highly empathic. You are an energetic antenna, basically, that is feeling the earth at a very high vibration. And so that's why you need the solitude. That's why you have to have so much rest. That's why the old ways of being and watching the old news that lowers the vibration makes no sense anymore, because you're moving in to this new, well, you've already shifted into this new frequency. And the new frequency sometimes is very hard for the body to take on because we're used to a lower dense frequency. We're used to living in fear. We're used to living in the lack mentality. This is projecting you into wholeness, into abundance, into the vibration of love. And remember, as you shift, so does your other self. But whenever you are fixated on the body, they can't shift. You are keeping them looping on the cycle. And that's why sometimes they will come back in, or they might come back in really wonky, or situations where they unblock and then block again, or something random. And you're like, why is that happening? The reason why it's happening is because you're not releasing, letting go, and starting to shift into this new vibrational energy. And April is catapulting us further into this new vibration. And so you're being asked to dig deep and really trust right now, because everything that you have known has been about the vibration of fear. What if? What if the world dies from COVID? What if this happens? What if that happens? We've been led to sit in that fear energy. This is not the new world. This is not where you are moving into. This is a vibration of your own self-love, but self-love like you have never known before. This isn't just about having a bubble bath and going and getting your nails done. This goes far deeper. This is about you coming into wholeness, into your whole original soul blueprint. And, this has been affected at a very deep soul level, and at core level, at the crystal grid level and light frequency level. So it is affecting all our bodies, not just the aura and the physical body. This is our light bodies in such a massive way. And so you can try and hold on to the old dense ways, or you can shift into the new way and start to really embrace it. And you know what? If you're feeling that calling of, actually, Kat, I want to go further than this, and I feel that I want to be that way show, I want to spread my light out, then my soul-led business course and also a soul coaching course is there to give you everything that you need so you can go out into the world and shine your light as bright as it can be. You know, we often hear that word, don't we? It's not our darkness that we're scared of, it is our light. It is the way that we project it out into the world, because who am I? And, you know, what will they say? And this month is very much about moving past that. And you may even be facing that. You may be even facing people, you know, feeling like you're being betrayed, or feeling like people are trying to unpick you. This journey is about standing in that base and root chakra, in that core vibration, and going, no, I am going to move past those thoughts and feelings and know that that is not me at soul level, that is not me at core. I am here to shine as bright as can be, and April is all about that. It is a deeply transformative month, and as I say, you're maybe not going to see it in the physical just yet. Remember, everything happens energetically before we bring it into the physical form, and that takes a little bit of time. This is an incredible month, and it is an incredible month for both bodies, for divine feminine and divine masculine. Both are being asked to dig really deep right now, but remember, divine feminine, you lead this connection. It's happening, and it's happening in a massive way energetically, and you will start to see it as it brings into form. And if you need to know how to shift through this journey, how to really, you know, so when they do start coming in, you don't put yourself back into another separation, then my twin flame course is there to help and support you. My one-to-one private coaching is there to help you, so you know how to negotiate this journey and to understand that this journey is far bigger than just another person. There is so much more going on here for you, and actually this journey is not happening to you, this journey is happening for you. Much love, many blessings.